Uh,
Okay.
Hello, and welcome to a Digital Doctor series from Doctors Go Digital. My name is Piyush Bhatia. I am a digital marketing consultant for doctors. And let's welcome Vikas Mishra. Now, let me give us a quick introduction. Vikas is the founder of 360 Degree Digital Marketing and managing director of Innovara Solutions Private Limited. He is a renowned digital marketer and an entrepreneur with 5+ years of experience in providing digital marketing services, web development services, and conveyance administrations for esteemed global and Indian customers. Till now, he's worked with 300 plus brand globally, and he specializes in real estate, healthcare, education industries, and he has trained more than 500 plus students in digital marketing, out of which many of them are now successful entrepreneurs, and they have launched their own startups, and some are working for big large corporates, and others are working as successful freelancers. So hi Vikas, welcome to the Doctor series session number 2.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your warm welcome. I'm really excited to have an interaction with you. And it's a wonderful opportunity to share my experience. It's a wonderful opportunity to share my knowledge with all the people and the content which is really good digital marketing strategies for hospital and healthcare industries.
Wonderful. So let's jump directly to our topic. Let me
Yes.
take a question from you, to you. A CEO of a
Okay.
100-bed
Yes, sir.
hospital is asking me, is digital marketing very important for him? Should he even consider doing digital marketing, and why? So that's the first question.
Okay. As per I understand, sir, it's a really important question for the hospital CEOs or directors who are working in hospitals or even the managers, okay, because they have a responsibility of running the big hospitals, 100-bed hospitals, recurring costs. So they should understand for marketing purpose how they can generate like revenue and how they can intake the patients or leads into the market. So yes, I totally understand digital marketing is the coming era of digital marketing in 2021. As per the pandemic, as per the internet revolution, we can say digital is the coming marketing strategy that we can implement in the hospital industries. And the main thing is why digital is important in the hospital industries, because now we are doing the GPs marketing, referral marketing, walk-ins. These are the strategies that the patients are coming to the hospitals. But now what happens? We have to bring the new patients. We have to bring a recurring cost. We have to see every time. Okay. So digital, we have to maintain our online presence. We need to create an awareness. We need to create a branding. We need to create promotion. We need to generate the leads. So we can go for the paid campaigns where we can generate the leads. We can have a call center. We can call. We can book an appointment, and we can schedule the OPDs and IPDs in our hospitals. So this is how we can bring the new patients or new people every time in our hospitals, and we can promote our hospitals so that people should be aware about it.
So I'm sure, according to you, hospitals have no choice. They have to, use digital tools to market themselves, and definitely to increase the occupancy rates. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
because my next question is, there are so many digital marketing tools. What is the right
Yes.
approach for any hospital?
Definitely, sir. This is very important question because we know in digital there's a lot of platforms where we can promote ourselves or promote our hospital services or different departments, right? But it's very important what step you have to take ahead or which platform is better for you. So first of all, you understand Google My Business. Google My Business is very important because it's very important for the direction purpose. It's very important for the local listing. It's very important for the local people to come to the hospitals, because normally in hospitals, if I talk about local people are our main target. So Google My Business, we should be updated with that with a proper location. And then I should talk about website. Website is basically our online presence. In website, we should have an online appointment. They should add our about sections. We should have a service section. We should have appointment schedulings. We should add about our doctors so that our patients or users can see the complete details about our hospitals. So we should have informative websites with a good audience interaction, mobile friendly, desktop friendly. And then I should talk about the social media. Now we can see social media is like the normally 90% users are active on social media. So social media is a platform where we should promote, we should have a pages on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, because these are the very important platform where we should have the interaction with the users, where we can informative content we can upload videos, we can update our hospitals, or we can also generate leads from this platform. And then I should talk about YouTube. Okay, normally people consider why YouTube is very important in these industries. Yes, I may say that YouTube is very important because through YouTube we can come with the informative content. And in this industry, the people are not looking for something new. They only want the information content so that they can trust the hospital, they can trust the doctors. So you should come with a proper informative content on YouTube. Then I should say about SEO. Search engine optimization is really important because in search engine optimization, you are ranking your website keywords on digital platforms. Like whenever someone is searching for your keywords or someone searching for that particular services or particular something, your websites you're coming on the top so that user can go to your website. And there's an option of Google AdWords. Always, if you want to generate the leads, you have to go for the Google AdWords to generate the leads from there. So these are the very important tools when you consider it for the promotion of digital marketing on online platforms.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So almost you shared a lot of paid and organic tool strategies that a hospital should have to increase their footfalls. One question that I've
Yes, sir.
received is from a gynec hospital. A gynec hospital
Okay.
wants to increase their footfalls. What is the best
Yes.
strategy this gynec hospital should use, to increase footfalls?
Like, how can they can increase the football, right, sir? See, sir, gynec hospital is the industries where they always have a patients. Okay, patients they always have, and their recurring cost will be always a reasonable, because once they're getting the patient will be for the long term, maybe the ninth month, 10th
Yeah,
month, even the year. Okay. So for the gynec hospital, they should always focus on the recurring customers, or like whenever the patients are coming or someone is coming, they should give them packages. So first of all, they should prepare a proper package from first day to the till ninth month, where their patients to get a proper treatment, a proper cost reasonable, a package that they can give them for the 9 months. And after that package, once it's 9 months, the delivery has been happened, so they can go for the treatment and vaccination, checkup, and all this stuff. So once they got the patient, they can keep for the long term. So this industries is very useful. And also, sir, returning cases. Okay, they should always focus on the building the relationship with the patients, because once they give us the proper service, once they are treating very well, patients are going to come for the long time with them. So their referrals also going to work in this case. So Gynec should have their online presence, but they should focus on their patients' intake, trust, and the brand building.
right. Wonderful, Vikas. So, what I think I have understood, or the viewers have understood, is that a gynec hospital should create
Yes, sir.
packages in collaterals, share it on social
Yes.
media, talk a
Yes.
lot about the packages that
Yes.
they have, so that somebody who is
Yes.
considering going to that hospital gets a complete scenario of
Yes.
how she will be taken care of, and how all the amenities are there which will be taken care of, right? Because
Yes, sir. And more about they can publish the information. The doctors or doctors can publish the information content so that the ladies or the women they understand what actually the things are there.
okay, wonderful. Also, I think this is the
Yes.
time we should
And
also
also,
talk about.
yes, sir.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
must say, sir, you are more experienced than me, because you're already running your business from almost 20 years. You are using a digital platform. You have app where user can learn English, and I think so. There's a lakhs, more than lakhs of subscribers already joined with you. So you have a lot of self-learning experience more than me, I think so.
Right, right. So that is why I wanted you to really throw some light on when a gynec hospital
Okay.
says that they want to generate more walk-ins. how can they
Yes.
optimize their Google My Business page? Google My Business is a free tool provided by Google, and I see a lot of
Yes,
doctors
sir.
and a lot of entrepreneurs do not optimize. They may have a Google My Business page, they've created a page, but they have not really
Yes.
optimized their Google My Business page. So, is it really
Yes, sir.
important to optimize that page as well?
Definitely, sir. See, Google My Business is a local targeting. So whenever we are creating a listing on Google, it's a free listing. So we should first of all, whenever you are creating a listing on Google, you must consider that your location is appropriate and it's like a exact pointing location, because some many of the cases, whenever we are creating the Google My Business, we are lacking behind the proper location. So whenever we are lacking behind the proper location, so what happens is whenever the patients or users are coming and pointing that location, they are not able to come to location. So first of all, mention proper location, then update your information. Updating information is important because whenever they search for a particular treatments or particular disease, so what happens is they can find your listing, and in that listing they understand about hospitals, about section they can understand what about the hospitals, they can find your contact details, they can find your basically working hours, and they can find all the different like features that you are providing, all the services that you are providing. Now, so we should update our like whenever how we are updating on social media, we should update our post on Google My Business also. So every time, so that user can understand what actually going on. And reviews is very important. You must collect the reviews of the patients so that the new patients should understand what actually in a hospital. So, and optimizing the proper keyword, so your listing maybe come to the list proper way. Whenever someone is searching for it, your listing should become, so you should be target the proper keywords on that.
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you very much for these so many insights, that the kind of
Yes,
information a user should have. But I think in addition to that, when you're providing so much
yes,
information on Google My Business, it also tells
yes,
Google that you are, since you've provided so much information on Google My Business, it makes it easy for Google to list you and show your Google My Business listing when somebody is searching for, a gynec hospital near me, let's say. So it makes it easy for
yes,
Google
sir.
to also show your hospital on Google search results, and which can bring in a lot of
Yes.
free
So
inquiries.
traffic. Yeah, inquiries also and traffic also.
Yeah,
Yes.
traffic also. So my next.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
free tool. Yes, sir. It's a free tools and most useful and important tools as
yeah,
per now.
wonderful. Yeah, right. Okay, so
Yes.
the next question that I would like to ask you is that for a hospital, some doctors say I don't know, or some management of hospitals say I really don't need a website. Website is just like a brochure, an online brochure.
Okay.
So
Yes.
first of all,
Yes.
what are the necessary aspects of
Hmm.
uh, a hospital website, elements that one should definitely include in their
Okay.
website? Yeah.
Yes, sir. So I totally understand website is important. Let me give one example. Whenever we are starting the business, so we always consider the name of the business. And then we are looking for the place, a proper place, so that the user or customers can come to office, we can have a meeting, they can understand about the product and service. Okay. So this is how we are having a space. Okay. It's a offline that I'm talking about. But what happened in online? Okay, so online, basically what we have, we should have our presence. So how we can get our presence is a domain. Okay, so we have a domain, a name that people can search, and then we are having a space. So we are taking the space, and now I got a domain, I got a space. What should I do is make a website. So whenever I make a website, users should then to my website and they should understand what exactly I am doing. What is my services, what is my product, and what I am doing is what about my company or contact details. So they can understand what exactly my industries or my sector is going on. So if you talk about the hospital industries, yes, basically website is important because the user want to know about the doctors, user want to know about the facilities, user want to know about what are the specialties that you have, what is the like different departments you have. So yes, website is important, and what exactly you have to be in a website is your home page. First of all, your home page is like the front page. Whenever user are landing to your website, they should understand what exactly overview of your complete hospitals. Okay, so they should have a banner, then about the section, doctors, departments, review section, online appointment booking, and contact details. So these are the features that is that's important in a home page. Okay. And then, sir, we should be focused on the about us page, because about us page tells you about your hospitals, tells you about the directors, or tells you about mission, vision. So these are the different aspects that we should have on the about us section. And then the section of doctors. It's very important that we should list our doctors on the website, because in this industry, in hospital industry, so what user want is a doctors, because they have the faith on the doctors. So by the name of a doctors, many patients are coming, many customers are coming. So you should have the doctor listing the appointment time, their degree, their specialization, and what are some of the case studies that they have done. So these all things we should list in that particular website. And then we should first focus on the facilities. What facilities we have, because they want to know what facilities we have, how many bed hospitals are there, how many patients we have treated, and what they are doing, amenities that we have whenever they are coming to hospitals, what they did we have, what department they should have. So these all we should list in a website. Okay. Then,
Okay.
sir, we should be focused on contact us page. Yeah, contact us page is important because users should contact us after getting this information. They should contact us. They should call us. They can. We should have a direction. So whenever they can use the direction features and they can come to hospitals, they can book in on an appointment. They can make any inquiries. And also in the present scenario, we should have an online chat option. So sometimes it's not possible for users to interact or call you, so they are picking the online chat. So we should have a online chat features. And then it's very important in 2021 that you should have a video consulting platform. Okay, so if
Wonderful.
we can able to integrate some of the softwares where there's a features of video consulting, so user can directly book an appointment, make appointment, and they can have a like video consulting with the doctors. So these are the advanced features that we should list in our website in order to generate a good amount of returning customers or patients.
Yeah, so being an entrepreneur and a digital marketing strategist for doctors, the last one was my favorite one. Directly having an online platform connected, booking an appointment, having a payment gateway, and directly being able to consult the doctor. It saves so much time of a patient, and not only that, it breaks the
Yes,
geographical barrier. So a
yes,
doctor in Pune doesn't have to really travel to Jaipur. Neither the
yes,
patient from Jaipur has to visit Pune. Oh, when I say Pune, I remember that you are working for one of the renowned hospital as a digital marketer in Pune, and that
yes,
brings me to the next
yes.
very
It's a
very
referral
important
website.
question, a very sensitive question. Should I
Yes,
ask you a very sensitive and a very
yes,
important
yes,
question,
exactly.
which is, are
Yes,
hospitals allowed to advertise on Google, and
yes,
are they allowed to advertise on Facebook, and what is the care, because of course doctors is a profession, so there definitely must be some
yes, sir.
restrictions, right? So what are your
Yes,
views?
sir,
Are they allowed to advertise on Google and Facebook, and what care should be taken when they are advertising on Google and Facebook?
definitely. It's a very important question, and we should understand the depth of this question, because in digital, it's not like we can promote everything. There's a limitation of promotion in the hospitals, in the offline marketing also, in the online marketing also. So one of the cases when you go to Times of India, you can search. Doctors cannot put their photos on the banner whenever we are promoting on banner the doctors. It's like a case has been coming in Times of India before, so we should a doctor should not put their image on the banner. They cannot promote self branding as per the CEO rules. And in digital also, sir, there's a limitation in promotion. Okay, so if I talk the limitation is some keywords limitation. Some keywords limitation we understand, like we cannot promote COVID ads. Okay, like COVID related. I cannot promote vaccination. I cannot promote the COVID materials and all this stuff, because this type of ads will not be approved. So I should not promote it. Okay. Then we have some of the drugs. If we understand some of the drugs that is not relevant, so we cannot like promote the drugs. Also, it's implementation pharma companies. And then there's just some of the facilities are there, some of the departments are there, that's under sexual abuse content you cannot promote on the digital platforms. And also you cannot promote this type of activities also. So while whenever you're going for Google AdWords also, some of the keywords will not be approved because these are not as per the standard. So Facebook If I talk about social media, if Google AdWords, if I talk YouTube, there is a limitation of some keywords, some stuff that they totally restricted for the promotion. So normally, I must say 90% promotion, you can do 10%. There is a restriction that we should understand.
Okay, so which means there's a good news for hospital that they can advertise,
Yes,
but of course,
yes, yes.
with certain caveats, some with certain terms and conditions, right? Vikas.
Definitely, sir. It's,
Yeah. So that brings me to
yeah.
the next
Sir,
question.
yeah,
Yeah, please.
I just want to tell you about you. So you have a lot of experience in as a like you are coming from a self-learner, digital marketer, and the consultant. So now you are basically into the doctor consultant or hospital sector as a consultant. So I must say, sir, you have a lot of knowledge because every time you visit with lot of hospitals, lot of doctors, you interact with them, you understand their problems, you understand their some challenges they are facing, and you are coming with a solution. So I must say you are getting a lot of experience and you have a lot of things to learn and you have a lot of things implement in their sector.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Vikas. So one of the
Yes,
challenge,
sir. And it, yes,
one of the problem that doctors and hospital management ask me is that
yes,
for a hospital, is a paid
yes.
marketing strategy the right strategy, or an organic marketing strategy the right strategy? So can you throw some light on that?
Uh, Definitely, sir. It's not as per the hospital industries, it's applicable in each and every industries because these are the challenges that people face. So we should go for the paid marketing or we should go for the organic one. Okay. So I must say, sir, there is a certain criteria for the paids also and for the organic also. So if I talk about organic promotion, why it's important? Because it's a long-term concept of the business. Okay. So when you have a vision, then you have concept. So digital is not about getting business in 1 or 2 months. It's a long-term process where you have to invest your time, you have to invest your money, and you have to wait for the patience. Normally in these industries, people don't have patience to wait for the results. They understand if I'm doing digital marketing, I can get the result within 1 or 2 months. But that's not possible, sir. So if you're going for organic promotion, you should understand that your business should be long. You are creating an impact on the marketing through your online presence. You are creating a brand. You have to regular promote yourself. You should create an awareness so that your online presence should be strong. If you talk about SEO, you should need to have continuous SEO because SEO can't give the result 1 or 2 months. It's normally take a 3 month or 6 month or year for some keywords to rank on the search engine. So it's a long-term process, but yes, once you are ranking through SEO, you should have a long-term business without any paid campaign. And your online presence is important because, sir, one of the example I would like to tell you, Colgate. We have always in the Colgate ad and Dettol ad. These are the companies who always promote on television ads. So why this company are promoting every time? Because they want to strike to the mind of the people that they are in the market. If the Colgate, because this one the industries are not going to promote their ads, so within 2 or 3 years we will forget about that company. No one is known these are the companies. But yes, a frequency is important when you are in the market. So how we are creating the frequencies through the digital platforms like social media updating, like YouTube updating, these are the Puras updating, these are the platforms that we need to update so that our user, our followers, they can every time engage with us and they understand what actually going on. For the engagement purpose, so our online presence is important. So, and if I talk about the paid campaign, paid advertisement is important in order to generate the leads. Okay. So for awareness, branding and promotion, organic is important. But for the leads and sales, somewhat paid is important because
Super.
you have to generate a business. You are running a hospital. It's not about the cost is too high. Okay. So you want to generate a revenue from secondary. For secondary revenue, what I should is I should go for the paid campaign on social media, paid campaign on Google AdWords, paid campaign on different platforms. So I can generate the leads from there. My call center will call them. They will convert the leads so that a requiring cost will be get and I can generate a lot of business from there. So both are important, but you should understand the importance of both the things.
Wonderful. So nice. So deep insights you shared. Let me just quickly summarize for the viewers. So what you actually
Yes,
said
yes,
is that you should do organic marketing, which is social media and SEO, for brand building, which is
Yes.
for a long term, and of course the results also come in the long
Yes.
term. And you should do paid promotions because immediately you need business. So you should run ads on Google and
Yes.
Facebook and other platforms because you immediately need business. And a combination
Yes.
of both is what you are suggesting. I learned, because one
Yes.
thing over a period of time in the last 15, 20 years is that if you have time, you should do SEO or whatever, you should do organic marketing. And if you have money,
Yes.
you should do paid marketing. And a hospital
Yes.
cannot afford to have none. They need to have both. They need to have time because long term they need business, and also they need business instantly as well. Superb. So thank you very much
Yes,
for
sir.
this
And
wonderful deep
also
insight.
I learned one of also I learned one of the points that see the hospital industry is it's not about the business, it's about the faith, the brand, the brand. We should focus on branding, sir, because we need a trust of the patients. We need to have a solid awareness. When patients coming to the hospital, they not treated you as a business. They treat you as a doctor is considered so like in COVID we say doctor is a god. Okay, so they trust you, they understand you. So they want a trustful hospital, a trustful brands, a trustful doctors. So you need a promotion, you need to update yourself, you need to tell what exactly you are doing so people can trust you. So you need to build trust and brand for the long term.
Wonderful, wonderful, Vikas. Nicely said. So that brings me to a related question. You talked about that doctor should build their personal brand. So the next question is that if a doctor has to do, we're talking so much about hospitals today, but if a doctor has to
Yes.
do, wants to do personal branding, develop his or her online presence, how should they do it according to you?
Okay, sir. That's a really important question because, sir, as a founder of the company, I understand that my personal branding is important. As a consultant and founder of your company, you understand your personal branding is important. Okay. So for doctors, definitely at 2021, I talk about personal branding is important because through doctors' face or through doctor experience or through their treatment, the patients are coming to the hospital. So doctors are very important factors for the hospitals when we consider returning patients or the coming patients, right? So they should have their online presence or they should build their brand. I'm not telling them that you should bring your brand for the you should do a complete digital marketing or you should go for an ad and all the stuff. It's not important in 2021. A basic step that I want to tell them, a basic point. First of all, you should have your social media. In social media, what happened? You can tell about your updates, okay, in which hospitals you are, about your degree, about your appointment time, your updates you can tell me. And main importance are nowadays is the case studies. Okay, so whenever you are doing something, a critical case, or you have prepared something, you can create a case studies. So case studies can be any form, in a form of videos, or in a form of blog, or in a form of content, or graphical representation, infographics. So you should prepare your case studies where you should publish your case studies on social media or publish your own website. And then I talk about informative content, sir. Okay. A doctor should deliver the informative content in Instagram or they should prepare on YouTube. Or they should be uploaded on Facebook. They should upload on LinkedIn, right? So a doctor should deliver informative content so that their patients or people should understand what experience they have, what knowledge they have. Because whatever you have to be presentable. So they should be presentable on these social media. And then I should suggest them they should have a small personal website. A small personal website so that they can upload their case studies, they can update their appointment scheduling, they can update their blogs, they can update their videos. So at present scenario, they should have a personal branding for their presence, and also the people should know about them.
Wonderful, superb. So let me add my 2 cents here when it comes to doctors developing their personal branding. I would say that
Yes,
they should use content marketing to develop their online presence. And the
yes, sir,
easiest way
definitely.
to do content marketing is to solve the pain points of their target audience. Right now,
Yes,
because of doing treatments online or being available online, doctors can reach out not only
yes,
across the nation but across the world. Now, what
definitely.
doctors should do is, first of all, identify who is their target audience. and
Yes.
then what are their pain points, make a list of around 20, 30 key pain points that they have, and
Yes.
solve their pain points with the knowledge and expertise they have, and this will actually make them a
Yes.
thought leader in their specialization. Do you agree, Vikas?
Definitely, sir. I totally agree with your points.
Wonderful. So
Yes.
that brings me to the next discussion point is,
Yes.
if a clinic has to do marketing. So we talked about hospitals,
Okay.
but there are,
Yes.
millions of clinics in India. And if they want to do, a clinic wants
Yes.
to do marketing, what are the key points a
Yes.
clinic should take care for as a digital marketing
Okay.
strategy? And by the way, because we are getting a couple of questions, so I think Vinay Kumar has asked questions, so we'll take question and answers at the end. Yeah,
Okay,
so
sir.
if you could talk about digital marketing for clinics.
Okay. Definitely. Definitely. Yeah, okay, doctors it is important to promote themselves, but clinic is important because in clinic doctors are coming. They have their OPDs. Then some of them have the IPDs also. Okay, so clinic normally have a small setup that doctors used to come for certain time. So clinic is important because in clinic they are focusing on particular departments like a gastro doctor should have a gastro equipment and he should be more focused on the gastro part. A neuro is more focused on the neuro and a gyno is more focused on the gyno. So basically, there's a certain department a doctor is handling. Maybe it's a one doctor or two doctors. That is the role of the clinic. So as I said, personal branding is important in the clinic marketing also, but clinics needs to be promoted. I understand that they should not have that a big budget, but yes, they should invest some of the amount in the marketing part. Like clinic cannot afford the referrals or GPs. A referral is important, so clinics should go for the referral marketing and they should go for digital marketing. So first of all, they should be focused on social media. They should have their online presence on social media. They should run the ads on social media so that they can generate some leads also, and they can also go for Google AdWords for their department itself. Okay, so if they are going for their department itself, they can generate the leads for particular fields. And I must say that they should have a small website, informative website where appointments to the link will be important. A person can book an appointment. A video consulting, as we talk about, is very important, and all the information facilities they are getting. And apart from this, clinic marketing plus personal branding both should be involved. So then only we can achieve our target in clinics.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks a lot for that. Uh, we have been talking about digital marketing. Yeah, Vikas, you're there? Yeah, Vikas. So we've been talking about digital marketing so much. It looks like digital marketing is only for metro cities, or it is only for the major cities in
Yes,
India. What are your thoughts?
yes, I'm there. Yes.
Is digital marketing very important for a hospital which is in a rural area?
2021 or present scenario.
I think we
Because
lost. Yeah,
yeah, now we are connected, sir.
yeah, we are connected. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So the question is basically, digital is only beneficial for the towns, urban, or it's a beneficial for the rurals also. I must say that it's a beneficial for both, sir. As I talk about urban, there is a people who already use a digital like internet, who already interact with the digitals and they like to use the digital platform for their booking and all this stuff. But yes, yes, I say rural, the people are not too advanced or they are not too like familiar with the like digital tools or online tools, but I must say these are some of the tools or some of the services in digital marketing that we should be focused on. So first we should focus on social media. So now the social media is like everyone is using, even rulers are using more social media as compared to the urban. Okay, so social media is a platform where we should be targeting our ads. We should be of online presence where we can generate the revenue also. So whenever we are in a rural, we should be focused on social media because I always know that social media can give us the better result. Okay. And then your WhatsApp marketing is very important. So whenever you are getting some patients or whenever you are getting some of the recurring patients or new patients, you should push over your message, your content through WhatsApp. So that's they should circulate your content, and this is a very good strategy. WhatsApp marketing, SMS marketing is a platform where we can use because everyone has a mobile phone. And I must say, if you have a good budget, you can go for YouTube video promotion because these are the people who are more engaged with the video platform. So we can push the ads on YouTube or we can go with the YouTube promotion. So these are the three things I must say that it's very useful for the rulers promotion, and you should be focused on that area itself. And Google My Business listing is very important. So these are three, 4 points that we should understand when we are promoting the rulers area, rulers hospitals.
Okay, yeah, right. So time and again, I keep getting this feedback saying that my hospital is in Badlapur, my hospital is in faraway village in Nasik, or in Gonda in UP. So I don't think anybody will watch about my hospital and then come to my clinic. But
Okay.
as you rightly pointed out, for any digital strategy, we should
Okay.
first identify our target audience. So let's say in a rural area, the target audience is definitely a local people. For any hospital, actually, the target audience are local people, people around the vicinity of, let's say, 3 to 10 kilometers. And once you identify the target audience, we should look
Yes.
at what are the apps they are using, where are they spending their time,
Yes, sir.
where are they spending their time. So maybe in a metro city, people are spending more time on, let's say, Instagram or LinkedIn, whereas in a rural area,
Yes, sir.
the same people, people in the vicinity are spending more time on, let's say, WhatsApp, or they're spending more time on watching YouTube regional videos, or they're spending more time on, let's say,
Yes,
Facebook,
sir.
which generally people in metro are not using less these days. So
Yes.
so
Yes.
step one is
Yes.
to identify the target audience. Step two is to look at what are the tools that they are using, and then make sure that your presence is there. Right? That's what you mean, Vikas. Right?
Definitely, sir. And one of the point that I like to add on is a vernacular language. A local language is very important for the promotion stuff. Okay. So
Right.
in Maharashtra and you are targeting the local people, so it's not about you are coming with a content in English. You should content in a local language in Marathi or Hindi, so social people will connect with you. And you are delivering the content, you should be delivered in a form of the local language. So they can understand what exactly they are getting in that particular area. So promotion is very important when you are doing in local language so that they can understand what you are promoting it. Okay, sir. I feel I should tell one example. Okay. So if you want to promote the Mercedes, Mercy is not going to promote in such a local language. He's going to promote in a high brand, and his own Apple is going to promote in a like his target audience is different. Okay. So whenever my target audience is different, I should be seen as my target audience. When I'm promoting on the local people, I should be the local people, and I should promote it so they can understand me, my feelings, my understanding, and they can like understand what I'm promoting, and they can come to us.
Wonderful. So before we've come almost to the end of the discussion today. And in this
Yes,
digital
yes,
doctor series, one important thing that I want you to tell all the people who are watching this live or recording is that I
yes,
came to
sir.
know that you published a book which is called The Digital Entrepreneur. And it is in the
Yes, sir.
final stages of publication, I'm told. And one thing very special about the book is you simplified digital marketing for an entrepreneur. So can you talk a little bit about the
Yes.
book that you are about to publish, and when are you going to publish it?
Yeah, definitely, sir. Yes, for a long time I've been working on my book because I totally understand the mindset of the people. They have a different concept for the digital. Okay, there's a lot of negative reviews are there, the positive reviews are there. So it's the people don't understand what exactly the digital is. Okay, so what I did is, sir, I just as a trainer, I'm a trainer also. I'm from industrial background as I'm running my agencies and I'm helping specialization in healthcare industries, real estates, education, all these sectors. So understand that we need to educate people. We need to educate them in order like videos or books. So I just started the writing book. So the first book is
Your voice is
the
cracking. Can you just repeat your point? Can you just repeat your point?
introduction to digital marketing. So what I do is deeply add what is digital marketing, what are the tools are there in digital marketing, what are the strategies are there in digital marketing. Definitely, sir. So I started writing the book because I understand, sir, knowledge is very important. So people should have the knowledge what is digital marketing and what type of digital marketing is traditional, not as like
Yeah, we just lost his connection. Uh, we'll get Vikas back in a moment. Vikas, are you there? No, I think we've lost his connection. Yeah, Vinay Kumar, I'll just take your question, right? So, what are the best, Vinay Kumar has a question. What are the best ways to generate 100 plus leads in education for JE and NET? So the best, if you want the best way to, so what do you mean by best ways? I'm not clear about that, but I think what you mean is the quality leads. Then the best strategy is to use Google AdWords. And the way to use Google AdWords would be to first use Keyword Planner, do an extensive keyword research, find out the best keywords, less competing, cheaply available keywords, create a nice landing page, look at the landing page of competitors, design a superb landing page, make sure that the landing page speed is excellent, and create ads. And also, a lot of work goes into creating Google ads, so where you need to have a great ad copies, which have a great call to action, use all the features that are there of Google AdWords. Do So now if you're talking about JE and NET, then you can also use call extension for which means you directly start receiving calls from people who are really interested. So best strategy would be to use Google AdWords. Now let's come to the next one, which is how can we generate 1,000 plus leads? You can create n number of leads. I don't know what location you are talking about. If you're talking about a local location, then maybe 1,000 leads per day or would be difficult. But yes, you've not also mentioned how much time you want to generate 1,000 plus leads. So that number of leads can depend on how many searches are there on Google. But definitely you can generate thousands of leads. Vinay Kumar, your next question is cold calling on data of students helpful? Personally, my personal experience is no. But a lot of educational institute. I've been heading a digital marketing institute. I'm a founder and CEO of BM English Speaking Institute. In the last 16 years, we've trained more than 5 lakh working professionals. I have done digital marketing for my institute for last 16 plus years, and we've never done cold calling. So my personal experience is that it doesn't work. But maybe you could try. You can take some data and try it out for yourself. If it works, wonderful. In marketing, there are no fixed rules. You need to try everything and see what is working, what is not working. So maybe you can start with a small budget and then take it forward. With that, we come to the second episode of Digital Doctor series. My name is Piyush Bhatia, and I'll see you in the next episode very soon. Thank you very much.